Hello everyone, it's Joe here from Universal Yachting in Hamble, and today we're going to have a look at this brand new model, the Dufour 44. Now, you may have seen in a previous video that we had a customer's 44, which was the first one to come to the UK. That one's in the final stages of commissioning and being handed over. We have just received our first one, which is available for sale, and she's going to be on display at this year's Southampton Boat Show. So we'll try and cover as much detail as we can today if you can't make the show. If you are coming down, then we'll put a link in the description below. Send us a message and we can send you a code to get 50% off your boat show tickets, and we can show you over the boat in person at the show. We'll look forward to meeting you all there. So the 44 itself has followed on from the 37 and the 41, and obviously just taking it to that next level in terms of interior volume, interior light, bigger hull windows than the 41. And just an incredible forward cabin that we'll have a look at when we go down below. In terms of the hull design, very much the same principles as the 37 and the 41, so incorporating a full-length hull chine, minimising the heel to around 18 to 20 degrees, and keeping the boat sailing very flat, which maximises performance, maximises sailing comfort, makes it really nice and easy to move around down below and up on deck as you're going upwind, and just generally makes for a really nice sailing experience. So we'll start with the features of the 44. A larger bathing platform than you've seen on the 41, and something that's slightly different from the 41 to the 44 is that you can get up both sides on here, so there's steps set so you can get to both sides of the cockpit, giving you great access on and off the boat. On this one, she is spec'd with a manual pulley system to raise and lower the platform, which is really nice and light and easy to use. You can have an option to have it electrified and put onto remote control if you're going out to the Med or something similar, and that's quite a nice option to consider depending on where you're doing your sailing. As you'll have seen on the 37, it's a really nice, cleverly designed swim ladder with the swimming pool grips which pop up, making it really nice and easy to get on and off the boat after you've been for a swim. It's a great sized platform, so you've got lots and lots of space for swimming and for socialising on the aft here, with life raft storage tucked away in the usual place, so that keeps the deck nice and clear. Don't end up tripping over the life raft, and should you need to get to it, it's nice and easy to get to. So everyone's favourite feature, as we may have seen in the last couple of generations of Dufour, and certainly something that our customers love, is the aft barbecue and grill with the sink with hot and cold running water. Set up as a flat iron grill at the moment, you can flip that plate over and griddle. Just keeps all of the cooking smells out of the boat, and also means that when you're at anchor or you're on a mooring buoy or out somewhere at sea, you can socialise with your guests, interact with people sat in the cockpit, whilst also being out here able to cook. You've got a nice sink for hand washing and food prep and things like that as well. That really neatly tucks away under the lid and becomes a really nice comfortable seating area. And these two guard wires come across to give you a backrest, and there's cushions that run all the way along the aft here to give you a really nice seating area to extend the cockpit, which we'll have a look at when we get up on board. Stern shower with hot and cold running water, as you'd imagine, pretty standard on most boats now, and then diesel filler right up on the aft there, so nice and easy to access, with the water filler on the other side, so when you are topping up all your fuel and water, it's very nice and easy to get to. And we'll shut this one down so we can see the helm position when we get up on board. So, nice size steps to get up onto the boat, it's very nice and easy to access. As we've seen on the 37 and the 41 again, a really good size, deep locker under here. You may lose a little bit of space if you fit a generator or a water maker things, but there's still plenty of places to tuck away all your lines and fenders when you're going away on a long trip. And there's two access points on this boat, so one under where we've just seen, and then one in the middle of the cockpit there as well. We spec'd the white Carbo Nautica wheels, the fiberglass steering wheels, which just give the boat a really nice sporty feel and give you plenty of feedback through the rudder, and give you a really nice light helming station, which gives you lots of feedback, which is great. So step up into the helming position, and obviously twin helm stations as you'd expect with a boat with as much beam. Well, we've gone for the B&G systems on here, so these are two 9-inch plotters up on the pedestal, one on the port side here and one on the starboard, which we'll look at over there. The reason we use B&G now as Dufour is that there is just so much integration into the B&G systems. You can run so much data through one screen. You can control your auto helm, you can look at your chart plotter, wind data, and it means that you just minimise the amount of MFDs that you need dotted up onto the pedestals. And you can also even now integrate your switching. You can even integrate your stereo system. Everything runs through one screen, so you've got a central command station, which is a really nice feature. And that comes as standard from Dufour. If you wanted to swap out to another system, if you have a preference for say Raymarine or Garmin, then obviously that's an option as well. That can be spec'd, and there is an option to put a third plotter in the middle as well if you wanted an additional redundancy feature, or if you wanted something to do your main plotting on with these two up on the pedestals for reference. But having them in front of you as you're coming into port, especially if you're in an area you don't know, just gives you that nice sense of comfort. Just being able to refer to the screens quickly, it does make for a really, really nice driving experience. It just takes a little bit of stress away from coming in and out of port. So, side power bow thruster on this boat, so she has the proportional control thruster, meaning you can input a little bit of power if you're in light wind conditions, so you don't have to have it all on or all off. You can put in a little bit if it's light wind, full power if it's heavy wind conditions, and it also has a hold function as well, so you can click the boat into hold. If you're solo or short-handed, you've got cleats right next to the helm station, and you can pin the boat against the pontoon using the bow thruster. So you put it into hold mode, click it along, and that gives you a lot of time to get yourself set, get your lines on, and it's just a really, really clever feature of these boats. So, looking down here, we've got the standard throttle. Quite a lot of our customers now are going for the electric throttles and bringing them up onto the pedestal. It's quite a nice idea, quite a nice option. Just takes a little bit of the stress out of it, having all of your controls in one place, all easy to reach. So that's certainly something we can do, and we've been doing a lot recently. And just have a look at the size of this cockpit. It's really, really, really spacious. You can easily sit 6 to 8 people around the table. And you've got obviously rope hideaways down there, so you can keep your decks clear. But the clever thing about these steps and the rope hideaways is that they can also, when you're in port, when you're not sailing, have these infill cushions on to extend the seating area out further. And obviously with seating running all the way across the aft as well, you can have maybe 8 people quite comfortably around the table with an additional 2 or 3 across the stern. So it's a perfect boat for entertaining. And one of the big benefits of moving to this main sheet bridle system just allows you to gain so much space in the cockpit. So it's a really, really spacious place. Great for entertaining and really nice and easy to move around as well. Wide open, good handholds on the tables, handholds on both steering columns. And obviously with the minimal heel, it does make it really nice and comfortable to move around when you're out at sea. So, looking at the driving position, as we've done on the 2 previous boats, the deck has been raised on all of the new generation of hull designs. So you have excellent visibility across the stern of the boat. And if you do go for the electric throttles, you can have them on both sides, so you cover off, depending on which side you are coming into park, you can steer from either side of the boat, which is another great option on that feature. But standing up on here, you have excellent visibility across to the corner. And as you look forward, great big wide open spray hood, nice clear view down the side decks, excellent visibility all round. Even if the weather's not great, you're not impeded with your view. And obviously with the spray hood down, you've got great view running forward as well. So really, really nice helming position. So let's wander up on the forward onto the boat. You've got your steps here. And should you have the bimini, it will be a split bimini on this boat. So you have a split between the main bimini across the table and then a smaller bimini across the aft, so you can step up and through, which you see on, I'll insert a photo. So you can see what I mean on the 470, we've had it fitted. And then all of the side decks, as you've seen on other models, are completely cleared with all the running gear for the Genoa put up onto the coach roof, and all of the side decks have been widened, so it's really nice and easy to move around this boat. Great grab holds on the top of the spray hood, nice handrail running all the way down, and really nice high guardrails as well, so you don't feel like you're ever exposed if you do need to move up to the mast. All of the reefing is done from the cockpit, so you shouldn't really in theory need to go up to the mast too often. But another great feature of this boat is that they've lowered the gooseneck, so you can see how low the gooseneck is, and I'm just standing here and I can literally, the top of the sail is at head height. It's really easy to move, really easy to connect up your main halyard, sorry. Really convenient, and it just means that you don't have to jump, use steps, anything like that. You can just reach it and you can zip up the bag really easily. Obviously this boat has been spec'd with the laminate sails, with the full batten mainsail and the 108 Genoa, which is a pretty standard setup for what we spec for our stock boats. That maximises the performance of the boat. There is an option to have in-mast furling and a self-tacking jib if you prefer. All the boats come pre-rigged for self-tacking, so that's a really nice option as well. As we move forward here, you can see all of the glazing feeding the light into the forward cabin. Lots of opening hatches, so you can get plenty of ventilation through into the cabins and into the saloon. But one of the biggest step ups on this boat from the 41 is that you do now have this really good size sail locker. So you can climb down into there. It's a really great storage area, and you have access into the anchor locker as well. So as you'd have seen on previous videos, with this new hull design of Dufour, they've redesigned the anchor locker, which means you don't have top deck access, because the anchor locker runs very deep all the way to the bottom of the boat, but it's very narrow, so that encourages the chain to fall more naturally and stops it getting tangled quite so much. But should you need to get access into the anchor locker, you can go in through that forward bulkhead. And what that means is that all the bulkheads can move forward in the forward cabins and give you incredible interior space, which we'll have a look at down below. But a great side sail locker, really practical, and something that's going to be really handy. So wander back down the side decks. Again, very nice and easy to do. Respect the lifeline gates on both sides for ease of getting on and off. All of your control lines are led aft, so if you're short-handed or solo, it's easy to control from the helm position. And there we go. That is the on-deck tour of the Dufour 44. Worth mentioning as well, again, just looking at the light and the glazing, hatches going into the aft cabins for more ventilation, more light flooding in there, which we'll see the benefit of down below. And we have spec'd the electric halyard winch on here as well, which is a really nice option, but all the winches can be electrified if you prefer. Right, let's take a look downstairs. Okay, so here we are down below on the Dufour 44, and this is where this boat really comes into its own. Now, the designers, using that hull shine, have managed to carry the beam of this boat so far forward. Again, absolutely vast forward cabin, but the saloon area is really hard to describe. It's something you've really got to see for yourself. It's absolutely vast, so much light coming in, as you'd expect from a Dufour, these larger hull windows. And it just feels like a really nice, open, airy place to be. Even if you want to escape the sun for a few hours, or if you just want to get down below, or you're working from your boat, then you can still sit down at the saloon table, see out the windows, and you just never feel tucked away on this boat. It's really well designed. There is a couple of configuration options for this boat. So you have this is the linear galley, and there is also a forward galley option as well. We've gone for the linear galley because it's something that we deem to be more practical for the UK market. But the forward galley layout is incredible as well. It does just give you a little bit of extra seating on the starboard side, which is really nice. Which we'll put some photos in the link in the description. So looking at the galley, you have storage in every nook and cranny. So lots of storage in the drawers, an absolutely enormous fridge, which is key for any long passage. You don't want to be having warm beer or warm wine. You get top and side access to the fridge, and then every single nook and cranny has a storage area in it. So all the way along the back, behind these white panels, fiddles up there so you can store cups and plates and bits and pieces. Even in just under this cupboard here, there is an option as well to put some extra fridge space or some freezer space in the boat if you wanted it. But every single cupboard, it has a use, and every inch of this boat is utilised for storage. The most important storage of all on any French boat is the wine storage. So Dufour accommodated a nice wine cellar underneath there, so you never run out on a long passage, because that could be critical. So we'll move forward into the cabin here, and this for me is where the boat really comes into its own. An absolutely vast forward cabin, so much space in here, it's absolutely incredible. The bed is huge, so comfortable, and because it's an island bed you can get around both sides, which make it both easier to get in and out of, but also easier to make, which is something that's quite underrated. And it's just really an absolutely vast place to be. Really beautiful amount of light coming in, laying in bed, looking out the hull windows. It's something that's a real personal favourite. And again, oval blinds cover the hull windows, but you've got plenty of light coming in here, and then a nice amount of ventilation from the two forward hatches, which you can see under there. It's just a really nice sized bed, incredible. More storage underneath, really nice. I have storage on both sides of the boat as well, so a little bit of hanging storage on that side, and then some cupboard space on that side. But by far and away my favourite thing about this boat is, I'll just shut this door. On the port side you have a heads compartment with a shower, so that makes it easier to clean, nice and nice and easy to get around, do all your cleaning and bits and pieces, with electric flush heads as you'd expect. But then you can also use your very own ensuite shower room, and this is absolutely enormous. You have to come and see it for yourself to really get a good impression of how big it is. I'll try and show you, but having that and having a private ensuite shower and heads compartment away from your guests, it's something that can't be put a price on. It's something that's really nice, and it's something that's going to make this boat super popular, I'm sure. So as we move back aft, we will have a look at how this boat is configured. We have gone for the guest shower room on this side. So again, really nice size, automatic shower drains as you'd expect. A little bit of storage behind the mirrors, and a little sink for teeth brushing and things. And then you have a day heads on this side. So again, still with a shower, so you can easily clean it, and you can have all four showers running at once, which is quite incredible. And then obviously electric heads on that side as well. Move into the aft cabins again. The whole windows have been incorporated, so you've got lots of light flooding in, ventilation through the hatches, more light coming in through there, and another hatch. Masses of headroom, loads of changing space. I'm over 6 foot, and this is easily more than another sort of 5-6 inches above me, which is great. And then lots of headroom above the bed. A little bit of storage in here. And reading lights on both sides with USB chargers, and that's in each cabin. And then we'll head back aft, and then identical on this side, so more storage. Really nice, light, open, airy place to be. Lots and lots of space in that bed. So again, very comfortable for your guests as well as you in the forward cabin. Have a quick look in the engine bay. So this is the Volvo 60 horsepower inboard engine. So really well appointed engine bay. You can get to your strainer really nice and easily, get around the back of the engine through the aft cabins really easily, and it's just a really well powered boat. There is an option for a 50 as well, but to be honest with you, I think if it was me, I would always go for the larger engine option on any yacht, because you never know whether you're going to be out in some bad weather or in tide, a strong tide. It's always better to have the bigger engine. So that is the Dufour 44 interior and exterior in a nutshell. We really hope that you get down to see us at the Southampton Boat Show over the next couple of weeks. Again, don't forget to click that link in the description to give us a message, and we will send you a code for 50% off your boat show tickets to come and see the 44 in person for her UK premiere. We'll have a little bit of a drinks party to celebrate the launch of this boat. So I hope to see you all there. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to give us a call. My name's Joe and my colleague is Chris, and you can get us on 02380 458 737. We'll hopefully see you all soon. Bye bye.